can't see shit pulling out of here, can you? Alright, so I'm gonna do a June wrap-up. Do that really quick before I run out of so much daylight that A, I can't read my small-ass writing. God, and B, you can actually see me. Because I don't know how much light this camera picks up, but I'm assuming it's not much. Alright, so there was a bunch that happened this month. I think I got 10 if I remember counting correctly. So I'm just going to hit high points on these and go down the list so where this video isn't like 15 minutes long. We'll make around this corner and we'll fucking start. Alright, so the first book that I finished in June was Critical Failures 3. I finished this just right into June. I think June 1st was when I finished this, so I probably could have put it in the May category. But, you know, it happened in June, so it happened in June. Anyways, it's not as good as 1, but it's still funny. I mean, it's the same kind of funny that was in 1, so they don't really grow as characters, but it doesn't really seem like a book series that you expect them to grow. I did expect them to like implement more skills from their experience from playing the board game, but you know, things happen. The next book is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, and it's about people that punch holes in space-time and make wormholes for a living. And for some reason, I thought it was going to be a funny book. It was a pretty good book. It was actually a better book than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just like trashy, funny book, but it was actually a pretty good book. I kind of had a problem with like they tried to fit every kind of, they tried to like shoehorn in every kind of like I don't even know what to call it. Like they had like a human and an alien couple, and they had a human and a computer couple, and I think there was a gay couple, and what else was there? There was, I don't know, there was just a bunch of those whole like I don't even call them cliches, just like popular maybe. I don't know, they had a lot of those things, whatever you call those. They had those. Alright, after that I read Silkworm. Gosh damn, this, you see that? That was some fucking bumps right there. It messed up my fucking camera. Let me adjust that. Bam! Yeah, nice beautiful face. Silkworm by Robert Galbraith, or J.K. Rowling actually. But it's the second book in this series, and it's kind of forgettable. Out of all the books, most of these books were pleasantly better than I thought they were going to be, except for this one, which was completely forgettable. Like I was trying to remember, like when I was writing out to make this video, I was trying to remember who the bad guy was and what the fucking story was, and I can't. Like, I forgot everything about this book. I remember the guy, and I remember that he is, what do you call her? One of those people that answers the phone for you. What are they called? Words! Ah! Anyways, they have a platonic relationship as of this book, and I want that more in books. I want there to be more men and women in books that just exist in the same world without them having to get together. I mean, I have friends that are women. Why can't fucking characters in books? I don't get it. Whatever. The next one was The Magician. Like, I kept putting this off, because, I mean, a lot of people said it was good, but, you know, they say a lot of shit's good. People thought Twilight was good, and 50 Shades of Grey was good, and, you know, on, and Diversity, or, not about Diversity, Divergent, sorry, Divergent, anyways, there's a lot of shit books people say are good. Anyways, it was a, about a kid finds out he's a magician, and like the actual do magic sense, not the, let me play around with my black stick and make rabbits pop out of my hat. He too much talking. Anyways, he finds out he's a magician, goes to school, and learns magical trades. Sound familiar? Kind of like Harry Potter, only not really at all. Although it does suggest the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series, the Narnia series, in a way that it says like, hey, this is it, but not using it. And I was like, why don't they just say Narnia, but you figure out later on why, or they don't tell you, but you kind of get the gist of it. But anyways, they talk about it. Anyways, before I was interrupted, if that's what YA needs to be. From now on, that's how YA needs to be. You ever seen Bad Boys 1? And Martin Lawrence is driving Mike Lowry's Porsche, and they're chasing the Cobra, and they're going like flat out, and he's like, you gotta go faster. He goes, this thing can go faster. And anyways, they make it through the hole, and the Cobra spins out, and the Cobra spins out, and he gets out. He goes, that's how you drive. From now on, that's how you drive. That's what I'm talking about. From now on, that's how you fucking write a YA book. Okay? None of this, like, I don't know, shit. Just write like that. Alright, so I'm not even halfway. The Dungeoneers was this, like, Goodreads suggestion. If you, like, on Goodreads and you go up in, like, the top, what do you, it'd be over here. The top right corner. There'll be a, like, people also like this, or suggested books if you're looking at a book. And when I was on fuck, I don't even remember what the book was. It was probably like Critical Failures or something like that. It suggested Dungeoneers, so I was like, alright, I'll try it. And I did, and it was like quirky fun. There was some spots in there where I actually laughed out loud, and it freaked out some people around me because they thought, you know, what is this dude laughing at in the grocery store? Audio cut out again. Surprise, surprise. That just seems to be the kind of day I'm having. And didn't find out till I get home. And it's dark. Like dark. So, dub this. That's why there's going to be an echo. And none of my hands are going to match up with my words anymore. Because I'm having an out-of-body experience. Anyways, Dungeoneers is a lot better than I expected it to be. It's about a, you know, you always gotta have that idiot character so everybody else knows what's going on. He gets thrown in with these characters called the Dungeoneers. They are professional dungeon crawlers. Somebody comes up and says, hey, I want the axe of face pounding out of this dungeon over here and yonder wood. And they're like, okay, it's gonna cost you this much money. And then they go and do it and get the axe and take it back to a face pounding and take it back to the dude. He gives them money, and that's their job. And they're all dwarves, except for one guy in there, but whatever. There's just like the pissing scene and the gnome. I don't know, like it was hilarious, and I wasn't expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be just, you know, like a filler book, something to just have in there, because I couldn't think of something else at the moment. It was one of the better books I've read this month. After that, I read Hard Luck Hank's first book, the Screw the Galaxy, about a guy who's a mutant. He has impenetrable skin, and I think he weighs a lot. A really big dude. He uses this ability not to be a bruiser. He uses it to be a negotiator. If you can't kill him, then you're gonna have to work with him until the shit gets solved. It's kind of the thing. And it's in space on some kind of base of some kind, like a spaceport. It was I remember the plot. It wasn't the Silkworm, but oh, I remember what the plot is of the Silkworm now. It's about a book. Fucking guy writes a book and then dies after he writes a book, and that's what it's all about. I like literally just remembered that. That's how forgettable that book was to me. But anyways, Screw the Galaxy was okay. It wasn't that great. I probably won't continue the series. After that, I read Split the Party, and I can't remember the name of that series, but it's the second book of it. The first one was NPCs. That stands for non-player characters or non-playable characters. One of the characters gets a nice. It's like two stories going simultaneously, and the main story is about the NPCs and they're trying to stop what was it? A plague. One of the main girls gets the barbarian. She gets this new hexed axe. It's not hex, ain't the word, but the word doesn't come to my mind at the moment. But for everything good it gives you, it takes something. One of those things. Another guy joins a guild, or he tries to at least. It's a series I like to follow. I would continue to read it, and I can't wait for the next one to come out. It's taken a while for this one to come out, but I am eagerly awaiting the next one. After that, I had finished Hard Magic and the sequel to it, which was Spellbound. I like the idea. It's magical characters have like one ability or the other, like manipulate gravity or fire, and it's set during the Prohibition times, and some of the history has been morphed or changed due to the fact that people have magic. It's not that great. I read the second book hoping that it would get a little better because I really liked the idea, and I liked the main character, or the two main characters, but I probably won't finish it. I might give it a while and forget how much it disappointed me, and I might try to pick up the third one, but at the moment, no. It was kind of in ling with Silkworm. The last book in the series that I read this month was Seveneves, or finished this month was Seveneves. It's the latest book by Neil Stevenson, and it's probably, how would I describe it? I would say it's like The Martian, that kind of like hard science without the humor. So if you like The Martian, you'll really like this. It has these like 3 parts in it. The first part is like pre-crisis, pre-calamity, and then it's got after calamity, and then it's 5,000 years after the calamity, and what happens in these points to the main characters, and what the name means, because I couldn't figure out the fucking name of this book or nothing until it explains it to you. It was really good. I haven't read anything from him that I didn't like, and this one hasn't disappointed me either. But I'm kind of running out of video here, so I'm going to wrap it up there. I'll probably do another one of these, and hopefully this audio will stick. Peace out.